Assalamu alaikum students. Today I am going to start a new course, that is design and analysis of algorithm. Dear students, this course is the very core course of the computer science students, which is being taught and studied at the university level. But most of the students are facing difficulties in understanding the different sort of approaches, strategies, and concepts, how to solve the particular question, how to solve the particular problem, or how to solve the algorithm. They are very confused with this course. There are different sort of strategies, different sort of the problems you have to understand in this course, but majority of the students fail to get the concepts. So in this course I will start from really to the basics, and then I will go in depth of this course and discuss each and every topic which is being taught nowadays on the university level in this course, design and analysis of algorithm. Apart from this, this course is very important as far as concerned for the competitive exams or for the different programming competitions. The different sort of the questions are extracted from this course, design and analysis of algorithm. So, I will explain each and every topic in such a way that after watching all the lectures, you would be able to just look at the question and answer it immediately, and that is what I can guarantee you. So, we will discuss that what is algorithm, why do we write an algorithm, when do we write an algorithm, and who is the one who write algorithm. So let's start our today's video with the introduction to algorithm. So if we just take a look at the basic definition of an algorithm, it is a step-by-step procedure for solving the computation problem. So the question here arises that what is a program then? Program is also a step-by-step procedure for solving a computational problem, but there is a very minor difference between both the algorithm and the program. So if I highlight a few differences between an algorithm and program, let me give you a very basic example of this. Let's suppose that a software engineer writes a program, and he makes a lot of mistake in that program, and he is unable to compile that program or code. So he's not gonna delete it in a once immediately, but he will point out some mistakes in that. So in order to do this, not to waste time just writing the entire program and then you find it's not working and you delete it at once, so you are just wasting your time. So you have to first design that, then you have to analyze it, and then write a code for that. So this is the basic purpose. Why do we write an algorithm? Understand? So now moving forward, we have to write an algorithm. It is same the like the program, but we do write an algorithm in simple statements form. We do not have to follow any proper syntax. We do not have to write it on any sort of a computer or compiler as we do in while do we write a program on the computer or compiler. So we do not have to use any computer or compiler for while writing an algorithm. This is we can write in any simple language statements. Even if you are writing an algorithm on the computer, so you are not required to use any compiler there or any other CPP, uh, different sort of compilers. In that you will have to write it on the notepad or the MS Word in simple statement form. That is the understanding of the program or code whatever you have written. Well, so moving forward, let's discuss the basic difference about between the algorithm and the program. So, as I have already told you that before implementing or before writing the program, you have to design the algorithm, you have to design what you have to do, what you have to implement. You first have to design that. You are not gonna go directly to implement that thing. You are not going to write an algorithm or code for that particular problem. Whatever you have to design and get an approach for that, to solve that, to get a solution to that problem, you have to first design an algorithm for that. So the first difference is that we have to write the algorithm at the design time and the program at the implementation time. First you will write the algorithm, then you will analyze it, you will study it, that whether if I write a program or code for it, will it be working, will it be efficient, will it be uh, time efficient, cost efficient, space efficient, memory efficient, or it will be the worst case. So for that you have to write an algorithm, you have to design an algorithm. Then if we talk about the language of the algorithm and program, you can write the algorithm in any program, in any language. That can be English language. Most usually people do write an algorithm in English language. And the uh, if I talk about the advanced algorithm, that in that we use different mathematical notations. So if you use mathematical notations in your algorithm, that makes your algorithm very efficient. So I would also prefer to use some mathematical notations in your algorithm to make it much more efficient. Then if I talk about the programming language of the program or code, you can use any programming language. That can be C, C++, that can be Java, Python, any language, whatever you know, or what, or of whichever language you have a best knowledge of. Any language you can write program in that language. Now if I come to the who write an algorithm, so the question arises here that, well, if only a programmer can write an algorithm or a program, or anyone can write it. So a person who is having a domain knowledge, who is having a basic knowledge of a program and can make a proper solution to that particular problem that arises at that time, or he can suggest a best solution to that problem, he can write an algorithm. So in such a language that a designer himself or herself understand, and also the programmer understand that algorithm and then writes a program for that. So both of them must be able to understand that algorithm or that language in which you are going to write that algorithm. So another thing I tell you here, that the syntax and language does not matter in the case of the algorithm, but if we talk about the program, you have to must, it is mandatory, you have to write it in any sort of the programming language. You are not given any sort of liberty in case of the program, but in case of algorithm you can write it in English language, or you can write it in the mathematical notations. So this was all about the algorithms. Then we told you the difference between the algorithm and program. So I hope so that you would have understood whatever I have told you, or you, whatever you will write, I can understand that. So in the next video I'm gonna explain algorithm with a proper example. So if you like this video, must subscribe our channel, and the most important thing, give your feedback in the comment box. How can we make our videos much better? Please give us your feedback. That is the most important thing, so we can explain and we can make our videos much better than this. So this was all up till today. In the next video we will come with a example of algorithm.